Welcome back, everyone. This is Crick Watch Daily. Today's match is between Chennai Super Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's going to be a very interesting match. Both teams have strong batting lineups. This match is not going to be played in the same pitch as the one where Mumbai and Hyderabad played, but it's a different soil also. I think this is red soil and that was black soil, so bounce could be different. It might not be a 240 250 pitch, could be a 180 200 pitch as well. But I think it comes down to something very fundamental, is about the power play. We're seeing how important the power play is becoming now. If, like in the Kolkata match, in the Sunrisers match versus Mumbai Indians, especially in these high scoring encounters, if you're able to knock the other team out on the power play itself, go over 65 70 runs, it seems like common sense, but that itself gives you the game, because then it puts, especially when you're batting first, when you're batting second, it puts additional pressure on the bowling team to do well in the power play as well, in the second team batting second. And when you bat first and you score well in the power play, then it gives you the ability to relax in the middle overs, conserve wickets, and not play too risky or aggressive cricket and end up losing too many wickets very quickly. So that is why I keep reiterating the power play is important. That's why one of the reasons CSK lost that match versus Delhi Capitals, because they could just never get the start, and then from there it was no way they were going to win from there. But nevertheless, I think today Mayank Agarwal is going to be probably the Prithvi Shaw. CSK always has this habit of bringing back players out of form into form. We saw it Faf, we saw it Prithvi Shaw. There are quite a few examples we see in the past as well. Like a Paul Valtati just played those two innings against CSK and disappeared. So coming back to this, I also think that there is an issue with the power play bowling of CSK. Deepak Chahar is not getting that line, length, swing, to the extent like what Khalil Ahmed was getting, and he's letting the pressure and the power play go. But it also comes down to the fact that teams are also going very hard at him. It's not just his fault, but I think they need to figure out a way to dry up their arms. And we don't really have another power play bowler, because it's Tushar Deshpande and Shardul Thakur, who more or less offer the same thing. So it is what it is. But if they let Travis Head off easily, if SRH is batting first, then that's going to be hard to pull back things. The way to win against the SRH is take 2 wickets, make class, and come and bat in the power play, or come and make him bat when it's SRH is 45 or 5 or 4, and then put pressure on him, because he knows that one miss hit and then gets caught in the deep and it's game over. That's how you go at this team. The top order is fragile. Just take the wickets around class and put pressure on him and break him down, and that will be key to winning this game for either of the teams. For CSK, I think to get off to a good start, Ruturaj needs to give a good innings. It's been a while since he's given a 50 plus score at a high strike rate, and I really hope that Rachin Ravindra gets to unlock that this full arsenal of weapons he has, because he's gotten out in 40s and 30s twice at strike rates of 200, and once he's gotten out at a strike rate of 16. But today, if he can just tee off and keep going, I think he can give even people like ABD and Chris Gayle a run for their money with strike rate. Like, he has that ability to hit that ball, time it well with his flick it with his wrist, good wrist work and timing, and score exceptionally high strike rate. I think he has that ability, and I hope he just goes berserk today. That would just set the game for CSK. And Daryl Mitchell been struggling a bit. I think he's a far better player than what he has shown, and he will come to the party at some point. Just need to keep believing and backing him. He does not lack anything. I think he's a great white ball player, red ball player as well. So bowling by CSK, I think that's putting a lot of pressure on Patirana today, and to an extent on Tikshana as well. I think he will come in because Fizz is not there. So it will be a lot of work for them. Let's see how they go about it. For Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think it's just about getting their balance right. And death bowling, they have not to. Pat Cummins also taking up the responsibility. Bowie's coming back to bowl those slower deliveries. So it's just ensuring that it doesn't they can get away with this, like make sure you target the weaker bowlers. The spin attack in both teams are relatively not that strong. Like Tikshana will come in today, but otherwise they would have played Fizz. That means you would only had one left arm bowler versus spinner versus Klaasen. Today I think it's good in a way. You will have Tikshana against Klaasen, but Klaasen does strike well against spinners. So, but Tikshana, maybe if he can use that mystery spin to his advantage. Let's see how that goes. Otherwise, nothing much to say about the teams. I think it's pretty clear on how to go about the strategy in this pitch and the ground. If it is too paced, then also make sure power play is key. Restrict them if you're bowling. If you're batting, get that 50-55. Take maybe a risk. Even if you're one down, it's fine. Because in the middle overs, once the spinners and your better bowlers come into play, it will be hard to score. So let's see. I think both teams go in as relatively equals. I think CSK need that momentum again to get back to winning ways. Hyderabad seems formidable only because now you have Travis Head, Heinrich Klaasen, and Abhishek Sharma to an extent that it's a little intimidating. I think Mayank Agarwal will tend to do well today. That's what makes this batting order intimidating. But definitely not a championship side, if you ask me. Unless the only way Hyderabad can be a championship side is if Pat Cummins' captaincy comes to the fore and he can conjure something miraculous. Otherwise, this team is going to be in the bottom half of the table, no matter what they do.